So talking about migration space, let's talk a little bit more about what really makes a successful migration project. Because we've spoken about the resources, we've spoken about the state of the market, of the Domino market, but companies have been trying to migrate off Domino for the last 20 years, and there's still quite a few of them out there that haven't been able to do it. So what do
Yeah,
you think
for sure.
makes a successful migration project?
I'm going to turn that question on its head, if that's all right, Henry. And I'm going to firstly talk about what doesn't make a good migration project, because I've seen plenty of those over the years. And it tends to be a technology driven, they use the term strategy, but it's not really a strategy. So, what I mean by that is where a company might, for instance, want to migrate everything to SharePoint because SharePoint's a tool that they have. They're already paying for that under some kind of enterprise agreement and they think they can do it. But really, that's just a tool, right? It's just a platform. And it's a bit like if my car breaks tomorrow, I might have the best tools in the world. It doesn't mean I can fix my car. I've just got a tool there that I could possibly use.
But
So
unfortunately, that's really what the market is. If I went to Google right now, Domino migration, I would just get a set of tools, right, to move to SharePoint or to a PDF or to XML. Really, there's no strategy. Really, there's no way of guiding people,
yeah,
especially when you're dealing with 8.5 infrastructures where your last Domino admin retired. Yeah, I
exactly.
agree
Yeah.
with you.
Yeah. It's just a
So
tool. Having a tool is just an idea, really. It's me fixing my car, no matter how good my tools are. That's just an idea. It's a bad idea. I know it's a bad idea because I need to involve people who know about cars. And really, so that's what I've seen over the years where there's platform driven strategies or ideas. So really, I think in terms of a good strategy, I guess the first point is really to understand what you have. What kind of data do you have? This is like going back to the car analogy. This is like really getting under the hood and inspecting what's there. What kind of data do you have? How's it classified? What are your retention policies? How's that data secured? All these different things. What kind of functionality do you have and what do you want?
yeah, to your point also, if you are looking under the hood, you have to actually have an experienced mechanic that truly understands what to look for too, right?
Exactly. That's exactly
Um,
it. Yeah. So it's really about trying to have a good understanding of what you have. And also, part of that is how you deconstruct it as well. So I've seen a lot of projects fail because the businesses don't really understand Domino and they don't understand how their applications are related or integrated or dependent. So as you start to deconstruct Domino, what you end up with is all of this technical debt. So I'm talking
so
about things like if you were to move an application into SharePoint, and SharePoint's probably the right
back a little
example.
bit. Let's actually, I was going to say the same thing.
Mm,
So let's assume you make a decision to move off Domino. The first thing, folks do is say, okay, where can we move it to? Oh, we have an enterprise agreement. SharePoint is free. There's Power Apps. Let's focus on that. And then okay, let's get a tool who does some sort of simple analysis and says, okay, here are the applications you can move to SharePoint potentially. You do that having a certain quasi success factor, and you're thinking you can do the rest, right?
yeah.
And then what happens? So I'm
But
just
what you're talking about there, really, Henry, is the difference between just having a list of applications and having a whole load of data to support your strategy. And that data comes from the deep understanding of what you have there. There's a big difference. And where a lot of these projects fail is when you don't have that analysis and you don't really understand what you're dealing with. You can
yeah,
end
that's
up
the
with a
key.
lot of technical debt.